Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, Chase McLaughlin, set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Isaac Tesla was the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Now the Bucs will take their first time out as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That one on target. Williams, he's got it. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Benjamin Morrison there to bring him down. On 2nd down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success, and of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And he's gonna have a Buccaneers first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession. And
this one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And the Lions will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a...
The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter, and they are facing a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. He's inside the 35.
Let's go. You say what?
For the extra point.
Yes, sir.
His kick is good. And the
I feel
Lions
too.
move out on
I feel
top,
too good.
14-0.
I feel like
So
that
after the touchdown,
extra point.
It's Bates to kick this one away.
Yeah, it was good. Probably am, bro. Small world. Let's get it.
Here's Irving. A good
Appreciate it.
physical run, motoring forward for 9. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield.
I respect it.
That's caught.
Oh,
It's
no.
Bucky Irving.
Get him.
Woo. He's still
Man,
on
they
his feet.
be giving y'all stuff, bro. You know you should never.
Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone.
Man, they just be giving y'all stuff, bro. You know that wasn't the first one.
Run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his
The first he was wide open.
Case,
the second he was wide open.
He does the rest.
I was wide open both times.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
I be seeing everybody just breaking tackles. I swear, Madden been giving it to y'all. Madden been giving y'all them break tackles.
He'll kick this one away.
Of course, he not gonna break. He might. Nah, never mind. I take it back. He might, but I'm not finna. Nope. You run with your wide receiver and see if let's see if he break. Nah, I'm just lying. I'm the one that's saying they gonna break him. He gonna break your wide receiver, bro. They gonna break him, bro. You broke 2 tackles.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's all cool.
Handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
All right, do it again.
39. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Gibbs. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And he'll bring up 3rd down. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. On 4th down, Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Show.
Here's Gibbs. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's because he's tired. Most definitely.
On play action. Goff.
Oh my God, bro. We don't need that.
Down. They got him.
We don't need that.
Elijah Cansey gets in there for the sack, and now it's
Hopefully he answered my prayer.
Goal. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Rolling to the left. This one incomplete. It is batted away.
I thought he caught it. He should have. It's cool. I'll take the field goal.
It's 4th down.
It's cool.
I think he predetermined
I'll
that
take the
3rd
field
down
goal.
throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make.
Now, show me that wasn't look. Show me that wasn't that drive wasn't look.
Thought of going for it, but I think with what they were remaining left there,
show me that drive wasn't look. Show me that drive wasn't look.
I'm okay with their taking those points.
Show me that drive wasn't look.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
27. Oh yeah, you still, regardless, you'll lose. I ain't gonna see.
On 1st down, here's Irving.
It was luck. It was luck.
Jack Campbell, the former 1st round
It was.
pick.
Hold on, why I say you only got 2? Oh no. You said 4 times.
On 2nd down,
I can't think about it right now.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Oh, you said 4 times 12, bro. Yeah.
They'll run it. It's Irvin. And He ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
On the 30. I mean, on the 40.
Throwing
That's a
on
pick.
2nd down.
That's a pick.
Mayfield. Headed left.
That's a pick.
Buying
Yep.
time.
Thank you.
Trying
Thank
to
you.
get away, but he will not. They finally
It was
run him down.
that draw was luck.
It's so
You get
easy
ball.
to
That was luck.
underestimate the
That draw was
speed
luck.
of this quarterback until you get on the field. I mean, his ability to
That
just
draw
break
was
down
luck,
your
bro.
pursuit angle so quickly, you just can't
That I
simulate
told
that
you.
in practice.
I told you because I'm not scared, bro.
From the gun on
I told you
3rd
because I'm
down,
not
it's
scared of you.
Mayfield.
I told
Looking middle there. But
I
it's
told you because I'm not
incomplete.
scared.
Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down.
Punt the ball,
It's
bro.
just
Punt
so
the ball.
hard to
Punt
be
the
a
ball,
good
bro.
offense in the
Punt the
NFL,
ball.
Mike, when you are not good on 3rd
Punt-
down.
punt
Your
the ball.
inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
On 4th down, Mayfield. Yeah, he's got a man. That's McMillan. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd.
You'll see.
Clock says
We're gonna see.
25 seconds till halftime. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving.
Come on, man. You ain't instructed.
And a
You
nice
ain't no
run
freight
there.
train.
He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Baker to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Mayfield. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. On 1st down is Mayfield. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Trying to hook up with Cade Otten that time around. It's 2nd down. To throw is Mayfield. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and he's going to be marked short of that first down. So how do you want to play it? They need almost 2 full yards. Decision time, 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They'll go. Mayfield. That is caught. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bucs are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he will score! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That'll bring up 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Moving to his right. He's going to run it. And that's going to make third down much more manageable. Good yardage there on the scramble. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. The tackle made by the second-round pick. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Goff. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And now third, they only need 2 yards. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to have the Lions first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and they get 6 yards. Now, Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Lions first down. Throwing here is Goff. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being
Don't
too
be,
much to
hey, don't.
overcome.
I
You
don't
said
want
it.
to hear
Once
no
you get a
excuses.
two-score lead this late in the fourth
This
quarter,
loss.
there's just not
Take,
enough
yeah,
possessions
all right, take
to
that
be
L.
had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Whoa! And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. This is 1st and 10. On play action, Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, Baker. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. They'll run with Irving. And he'll get this up to about the 28. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot as a gain of 18. They'll drop to throw. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They go play action with Mayfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work.
You drop down to the ground.
Comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on
Say
down.
less. Yeah, I was going to say that.
On play action, Goff.
I got to see you sober.
When you can win so fast as an edge
Yeah,
rusher,
that's why I say I got to see you when you in action, so I can really show you.
He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side.
Yeah.
It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or
It's too easy.
leads to a sack.
He dropped it. You made it too.
Incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it
It's
seemed to me
over
like
with.
he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up.
Say
But
less.
ultimately, it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The tight end, Sam
okay,
Laporta, the intended
but
receiver.
see, that's what I was going to say.
And
I
it's
don't want
gonna
to hear
bring
no. I
up
don't
fourth
want to hear no
down.
excuses because you could have told her, "Hey, don't watch out." Yeah, you could have told her to get up out of there. You should.
They'll go for it. Here's
You should
Goff.
have told her to walk up
He'll
out of
let
there.
this
That's
one
game
go
though.
long for
Oh, he
Williams.
tried.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So you
They'll come
really
up
no,
for
I ain't gonna need to tell you what to do. It's over with, bro. It's
to
over
throw
with.
is Mayfield.
It's over with.
That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced
I
out
click.
of bounds. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Maybe not. I ain't no fool. This a pick six. It's pick six.
Now Mayfield.
Yeah, pick six. Pick
Flush
six,
to
yeah.
his right.
Oh, that's game.
As much time as he could, but he finally gets taken down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Throwing is Baker. Forced to his right. Looking downfield for Otten. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Mayfield. Moving outside the pocket. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. McLaughlin now.
Most
for the
definitely.
extra point.
Most definitely.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th
I ain't even got NCAA, so I don't even know what you talking about. Oh yeah. I don't like that either. I don't know why they did that.
Team
I'm like,
there one final time in the final minute.
yeah.
Kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I'm getting too old for this stuff. I'm getting too old for all this. At first, it just I don't even remember how to do it. 26, but it was super easy. Now you gotta look up how to do it.
Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Yeah. You ain't gonna be able to. They gonna hike the ball, all type of stuff. They gonna hike the facts. Yeah, I don't like it either. Getting too old for it.
So it's a win here for the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat.
Thank you for giving me a little bit more time, man. Appreciate it.
Steady's only able to
Man,
get this
until they get rid of Aaron
15-yard
Rodgers,
line.
they need to throw the Steelers away, bro. The Steelers is not going nowhere this year. They probably don't win one game. They probably only win one game this year.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Oh, his first throw
Good
of the game
pick, bro. That's computer that I'm looking for, bro. Thank you.
And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now Daniels. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, it bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Roman Wilson, 40 yards. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hit.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. 3rd and 20. Throwing now is Daniels. That is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second down and 8. Warren will try the right side. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Pittman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Here's Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Now from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. This one complete to Sutton. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he is out of bounds. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Denver 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
1st down, 10 yards to go. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught once again by Ingram. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Nix to throw. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. Back to throw is Nix. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Out to his right. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal. But right now, they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. They're trying to punch it in with Harvey, and he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will score! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos.
I really like this call. You take a look and you see all these bodies stacked in the middle of the defense. And, you know, the conventional wisdom would say, okay, our guys are tougher than yours, and we're just going to kind of beat our head against the wall. But others go, why don't we just run to the outside? There's a lot less guys out on the perimeter, and I really like the call. Toss it out left and let your guy go score.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. D.J. Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here. Another run by Swift. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That'll be intercepted. And he is going to be out of bounds, so nearly a pick 6. But the consolation is he has set the offense up with 1st and goal. Dobbins.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. They'll throw. It's Nix. And he'll take it on in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos move out on top, 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. On the bootleg, it's Williams. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Williams. That's to the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll go right back to Loveland. To the pylon, he's in. Colston Loveland. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. A first down throw for Nix. That's hard. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards. On first down, here's Nix to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jalen Waddle. Touch.
Y'all already know why they beating me, bro. The glitch. The game glitching again. When I do the same offensive playbooks, I start losing. I keep picking LA Rams defense. I lost that 14 against the Steelers because I had the Rams defense. I lost against King. Look, watch this. Watch this, y'all. What team I just had? The Chicago Bears. We're going to get them again. Different everything. We're going to go Dallas offense, and we're going to go San Francisco deep. No. We're going to go New York. We're gonna go New York Jets defense. Watch our win. Watch our win this game. They glitch in the game.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now inside the 25. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course.
As long as you pass the pylon, that's a touchdown. He passed the pylon. I don't know why they called the fumble. That should have been a touchdown. He crossed the pylon with the ball. Whether he fumbled afterwards doesn't matter. He already crossed the pylon.
To kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First carry here for Ken Walker. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it's going to be second down. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
To throw, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To the air, Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's complete. Luther Burden. And they do finally get him at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Caleb Williams, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by the Oregon man, Dylan Thieneman. Inside the 10.
I told you, y'all, they can't mess with me on this game, bro. They just found the glitch. That's it, that's all. These dudes can't mess with me on here. They know how to glitch the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western New York. Welcome to the new Highmark Stadium, the home of the Bills. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go from Orchard Park. He's to midfield. Still on the move. A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range.
Oh, so close. I mean, those are tough. You go that far, and it doesn't result in a touchdown. But give that kicking team a little bit of credit now. They never gave up on a play, but what a return it was inside the 10-yard line. That was sensational.
Here's Cook, and he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Quick completion to start things out, and their first drive begins with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Look what's, bruh. Just look what's going on right now, family.
Here is Allen. That is downfield.
Just look what's going on right now, family.
Coleman. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down.
You already know it's about to get ugly. That boy Allen is a 99 overall. That boy Allen is a 99 overall.
By the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Allen going to make the read and hold on here. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
So often the success or failure of the zone read really just comes down to the decision-making of the quarterback. And so oftentimes there's really no right decision to be made. I always used to hear our coaches tell Cam, if you're ever in doubt, give it. Let the running back take the punishment. Let the running back pick up the yards and save the pull read when you know it's there. I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. That is incomplete. Great work.
It was in his hands, bro.
Defensively,
I want that whole drive back. I want that drive back, bro. Oh my God, that was a touchdown.
Is good. And the Bills will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. So they have it 2nd and 1. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Allen in motion. A fake to Walker, and now Mahomes. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as time expires.
You already know what's up with me, chat.
So after 1,
you already know what's up with me, chat.
Early advantage. More after this.
You already know what's up with me, Chief fan.
On EA Sports. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just not a whole lot you could do there. I mean, it's a zone read play, Mike, and the defense just really has everybody accounted for. One defender has the back, another defender has the quarterback, and once you have those two guys taken away, there's not a whole lot to do.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. He's inside the 40. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. Big play there for the Bills. It's a gain of 49. 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Second and goal. From the gun, throw here for Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Allen in motion. They go play action with Mahomes. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down marker. That's a pickup of 9. And he's going to set up 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Walker. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Here's Walker. down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's now 13-7. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. First and 10 for Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. Cyrus Allen. Touchdown, Chiefs. So now this to give themselves a lead here heading to the half. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. You talk about a response after the offense goes down the field and
spoke way too soon, my boy.
The team's unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
Spoke way too soon, my boy.
Yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Play action here. Mahomes, he'll get that one complete to Rice. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down. Throwing now from the gun. Oh, what a catch there. He pulled it in one-handed. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
I think this is just simply the case, Mike, of a great throw and an even better catch. And there's just not a whole lot else for the defender to do. I mean, he is sticking with him stride for stride. perfect throw, perfect catch, and really nothing else you can do.
Throw on the run is complete, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now, Mahomes. Exiting the pocket right. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Here's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice. Rashee Rice, Chiefs touchdown. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs have taken the lead by a point here in the third. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10, and it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Bills first down. On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this third quarter of play. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here is Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Buffalo. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. He'll try to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many.
To the goal line and in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen going to keep it, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. No chance on that one. 2-point attempt snuffed out. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. A first down throw for Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. Trying to cut this back against the flow, but he is stopped. Gain of just a couple. The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? He'll get this complete to Walker. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, KC.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Now Mahomes. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And I think you can just about lock up Special Teams Player of the Week, Mike. I mean, he's had some big returns already in this game, and now this is another one right here.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll run with Cook, and the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Now on 2nd and long. Cook. And much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good.
Appreciate it, my boy.
Very likely will be
Appreciate it.
A game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. One last shot now for Mahomes. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. Oh, whoa. And the
Let's
Bills
go.
are going to hang on the final play. They get the
Let's
turnover
go.
to seal the
Shout
game.
out to you for doubting me.
So it's a win here for the Bills. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Kansas City. And able to get this out to the 25.
I had to. I was just showing you love. I rock with the Chiefs. You know, this was a crazy switch up though. Same game, but I rock with the Chiefs. I just not finna let them beat me.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. They run again with Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice throw outside the numbers to pick up the first down. It goes down the stat sheet as a short throw, but takes a lot of arm strength to throw it out wide on time. And he made it look easy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Running right, here's Walker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Eluding the pressure right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll go with a push. And that's going to get him closer, but no first down. Just a short pickup there. They're going to try it again. And that's going to get him closer, but no first down. Just a short pickup there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Cook has it left side. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Now Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Achane gets it from the gun. And some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Here's Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, 41 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? A give to Williams, running right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Williams. Shoves him aside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Shuck. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw now, Shuck. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go from Green Bay. And he will get back. About his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And that's going to get nothing. No gain on the first snap of the game. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll go for it. Love. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
In motion comes Walker. 2nd down. Jackson on the run to the right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out wide. Taking off, and he will score. Lamar Jackson. So tough to stop. Down close. He's got a Ravens touchdown. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Love to throw. Flushed to his left. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. On 2nd down, Love. To the left side, he finds Kraft. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A gain there of 15. 1st down, Packers. To throw is Love. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A 2nd down throw for Love. That is over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That is caught. What a throw. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And this brings up some of the danger of blitzing down in the red zone, because if the guy doesn't get home, and they do a nice job here picking up the extra pressure guy, it really stresses your coverage, because even though there's not as much depth to the field, you have to defend all of the width, and there's just a lot of open space for this quarterback to operate, and he's able to connect for a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Roquan Smith in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the 1st down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On play action, Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A first down throw for Jackson. Rolling right. This one's caught downfield by Flowers. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Don't get that often during the season. First play of the drive picks up 29 yards. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll go right back to Flowers. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Love to throw on 1st and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
This one is caught by Reed. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. It's 3rd and 4. Throwing is Love. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Love. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. In motion comes Walker. Jackson. Has caught. That's Lane.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And off we go from Cleveland.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. Sheds off the tackle. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshawn Judkins, 65 yards. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now following the touchdown, Schmidt back out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he has a big gain inside. Being dropped. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Powering his way forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mitchell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the former Volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Stuffing him behind the line there, that's Dayon Henley. Really nice play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Green. He'll swing this out to Judkins. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Here we go, set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Green. Flush to his right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Operating from the gun. Green. Flushed out right. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The rookie from Arkansas on target there. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. An inside run with Judkins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Play action. It's Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, ready? 60 boxes, 60.
Looking to throw. Green. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Here's Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Back to throw. Green going for the deep ball.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Once again, it's Mitchell.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They snap it to Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston from 21 yards away. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 17-14. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready.
A give. Here's Judkins.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
70 Ranger. 19. 3.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. A give here to Mitchell. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On the handoff, Mitchell.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's got it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No
That's my last
doubt
game
about
for
it.
the night,
Let's
chat.
face
I'm
it,
up out of
they had to be
here.
more than
Get over
nervous
y'all
in the
later.
fourth quarter.
Sure.
But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.